So guys, in this video, I'll be teaching you how to create a navigation bar using HTML and CSS. So before starting, let's set up our coding environment. So open up your Visual Studio Code and create a folder on your desktop. After creating a folder, just name it. You can name it anything, any name you want. After naming it, drag it and put it into your Visual Studio Code. After putting it into your Visual Studio Code, let's create our HTML and CSS file. That is, let me name it, let me create the HTML file by calling it index dot. I'll be giving it the HTML extension right over here. That is, I'll just write HTML, click enter. Let me close this first page. Then let me create my CSS file too. Let me call it style dot. I'm giving it the CSS extension, CSS. That's it. So how do we create a navigation bar? At first, let's set up our HTML file. Just write on your Visual Studio Code, just type HTML. This is the shortcut. Okay, let me show you. This is just the shortcut. By typing HTML, we click on this file. Visual Studio automatic Visual Studio will fill this for you. Then change this title to navigation bar. Because that's the title. Then let me connect my HTML file to my CSS file. So by doing that, I'll just type link. Then under this href, I'll give it the name of this CSS by just saying style. Automatic Visual Studio will highlight it for you. So style.css. Let me save this file. After saving this file, let's come over to our CSS. Okay, before doing that, let me first log this page for you. Then I'll just say hello. Sorry, let me say h1. Hello world. After saying hello world, so come right over here. If you don't have the live server extension installed on your Visual Studio Code, just come over here and type live server. If you type for live server, I already have it installed on my Visual Studio Code. Here is it. So just click on live server and click on install. After installing it, it will pop up over here. So after doing that, after installing the live server, just head over to your code back, open your browser. After opening your browser, open a new page. Then what do I do next? Just click on this go live. After going live, automatic to come into your browser. It will pop up on your browser. Here is it. Just click on go live. After clicking on go live, your browser will open it for you automatic on your browser. So as you can see, this is the hello world. See hello world here that I log. So how do we create a navigation bar? So what next do we do? Okay, in order for me to confirm that this CSS is working, so let me just create the global CSS style by just saying, just give it this star, give it padding of 0, margin 0, box sizing, border box, and save it. Just take a look at this. Okay, let me highlight this for you. I don't know if it will show. Let me just see if it will. Let me save this. As you can see what I hope you see exactly what happened over here. Okay, let me just highlight it for you again to see. Let me save it. As you can see, we remove the padding and this, the margin and the padding of the browser automatic. So let me comment this out here. then save, as you can see. So let's go straight to the point. Let me create a div over here. Let me give it class of, let me name it navbar. After naming it navbar, let me create another div by naming it navleft. Navleft. Then create another div. Let me name it navright. Navright. Then under this navleft, if you have any image, you can put your image over there, but since it's just a tutorial video, not a real website, let me just give it a name. Let me just name it, okay, let me name it navbar. Let me give it h3 and name it navbar. Then right over here, let me call it, let me say, let me give it the unordered list. Then I'll call the list. Then let me just say home. Let me duplicate this. 3, 4, 5. Home. Let me name it shop. About. Contact. And let me give it blog. Let me the cat. Under this div over here, this particular div, we can just leave it, we can replace this class name by give it this unordered list. This unordered list, let me just put that, let me replace that class name with this unordered list and say okay. Then let me go to my browser. As you can see, I have everything over here. Okay, let me change this to h2. Yes, it's now more bigger. So this is the context of our navigation bar. Then let's style it. Let's head over to our CSS. Then right over here, the name of this div is navbar. Let me just copy this, open it, and say, so in order for you to specify this class name that this is class, just give it a dot, then open this parentheses, and then let me style it at first. Okay, sorry, after giving it this dot, then you give it the name of your class. Then you open this parentheses and say display flex. And say display flex, align items. Let me give it center. Then justify content, space between. Justify content, space between. Let me save this. Let's check it out. As you can see, this now look like a navigation bar. Okay, let me give it a background color for us to see it well. Background color. Sorry. Background color. Let me see. Let me give it hash. I think. Okay, it is black. No, I want to use black. Let me say background color. then just type E3, E6, F3. That's the color of our background. Let's check it out. As you can see, we've given it a background for us to see our navigation bar well. So since we've changed this, we've give it our navigation bar. I'm sorry, we give it a background. Then what's next? Let's type this nav right. Then just come head over here, copy this CSS style, give it nav right. Let me say display flex. Display. Okay, before doing this, let me show you something. I want you to observe all these dots over here. I want you to observe these dots over here. So let's continue by saying nav right, display flex. Let's check it out. As you can see, this is what I want you to observe. Justify content. Space between. Okay. I didn't give it a space between. So what will I do next? So right over here, let me give this a class. Let me give them the same. I'll be giving it the same name because I'll be giving it the same name because our CSS style for everything here will be the same. So let me just give it class. Let me name it list. Why we usually give it class name by not calling this HTML tag directly is because while creating your website, you might have multiple lists that is this li. So anything that I do, so anytime you just call li right over here, or maybe you have another component in your HTML website, any style you give this one, it will reflect on the other component too. So in order for you to just avoid that, just give any component you're creating or any HTML tag that you know you'll be styling, just give it a class name. Then let's head over to our CSS. Let me just copy this. And copy, then paste it. Then under this list, let me give it margin. Let me give it 0.5 frame. As you can see now, we've given it margin. Okay, since this is too small, let me give it just margin. The margin is okay. Let me just 0.7 rem. Let's check it out. Then what do we do next? Let's try and expand this navigation bar. So what do? Come head over to this place and say margin. Let me give it margin. Top and bottom, let me give it 1 rem. Then left and right 0. Oops, sorry, this is supposed to be padding. As you can see, okay, let me just give it 1.2 for top and bottom. 1.2 gram for it to be more bigger. Okay, then this does I say should observe over here earlier. So under this list, we say list style, just give it this style and give it none. You save it, head over to your Visual Studio, your browser. As you can see, we do have that list dots over there, and without saying none, you can just give it 0 over here. Oops, 0. Okay, just name it the none. Since that won't work, just give it none. Then now Let me change the size of this text. Since it's our list, under the list, let me give it font size. Font size, let me give it 0.5 rem. Let's see how it will be. Okay, it's now small. Then, since it's 0.5, then let me give it 2. Bigger. And give it 1. Still the same thing. 1.5. Whoops. Okay. And give it 1.2. Yeah. I think this is good. Then let me give it font weight. Font weight. Give it 700. As you can see, it's now more thicker. Then what I want to do, the last thing I'll be showing you right over here is this thing, this arrow that is showing here. So anytime you just hover on this text, I want to turn to cursor. I want to change the cursor. So how do we do that? Just head over here and give it cursor and name it and give it pointer. As you can see, now it looks like a button. The text now looks like a button. So what I want to just observe is, okay, let me just take that off. This can see what we are saying over here. It just looks like a text, because in the next video I'll be teaching you how to create a multi-page e-commerce website. That is, okay, let me just return this back first. Cursor pointer. So why we usually give it this cursor is because we want it to just look like a button. So anytime you are hovering over it, automatically you know, yes, you know that this is a button. So in the next video, I'll be teaching you how to create a multi-page navigation bar. That is, whenever you click on this, it will be on the home page. If you click on this shop, it will take you to the shop page. You click on this about, it will take you to the about page, the contacts, same to the contacts, the blog, and the cart. So guys, okay, one thing, let me give this a space. Let me give it space, this over here and this space here. So head over to our style, then padding top and bottom, left and right. Let me just give it 0.5 rem. Let's see. Okay, we have small space now. We have small. Okay, let me just give it 1 rem. Let me just give it 1. I hope that won't be too much. Oops. Yes. So guys, in the next video, I'll be teaching you how to create a multi-page navigation bar. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to get in order to get notified when I drop the next video. See you.